scaling or just overall improving their processes within their business so that they can thrive, so that these kids can get these services. And not only that, so they can get these services in areas that are marginalized, where the communities are marginalized. That's where the Black people who own ABA companies, they're going to be the ones that are going to be willing to go. We are the ones that are willing to go into those disenfranchised communities and actually, help them out. So I want to have a much wider, I want Behavior Genius to have a much wider community reach, where not only employees feel like they can come and get, the supports they need to thrive, but also where families, specifically Black and brown families, can finally see representation, see themselves represented in the services that their child needs to receive, get educated, and keep in 10 years, I would like to have made a difference in the, school to prison pipeline. I know that's so big, but last time I said I was going to do something small and it went big. So, but I really do believe that effective behavioral services for Black and brown children in marginalized communities is going to be a big part of the answer, along with prison reform and things like that. But I do think it's going to be the answer to ensuring that our kids who have mental health issues and end up in prison for undiagnosed mental health issues, that those issues don't continue to go undiagnosed for lack of knowledge.
That's so important.
Yeah, so that's my big mission, is to shift that in any way that I can.
Being on the other side, working in the institutions, we need you.
Yeah.
We need you. Because there's so many people in there that's like, I just had an issue and it didn't get helped, and then I became a behavioral problem, and now I'm in prison. And it's like, but you're such a good person. I know, but nobody else wants to listen. So we need you. So with all of that amazingness, all of that brain work, I don't even know how you sleep. How do you be a mom and a wife?
I sleep very sparingly. How do I be a mom and a wife? I give myself grace. I give myself grace every day. I take breaks. I decided, okay, I want to spend time with my kids that is valuable, that's memorable. So we break the routine as often as we can. We go out, we play games, we travel together, we vacation. I do all the regular mom. Honestly, my husband, I would say I do all the regular mom stuff, but all the regular stuff gets done because my husband is such an amazing partner. Right. He runs their errands, takes them to their sports practices. He doesn't miss any appointments ever. He actually remembers when they have appointments, and he takes them to them. He also works with me at Behavior Genius.
Aww.
Yeah, but his time is a little bit more free, and so we positioned ourselves to where he can have more freedom. And then when the kids are home and it's nighttime and the bedtime routine, we kind of switch off. But he makes dinner. He saves me, and he allows so that when I show up and I'm with my kids, I can just be with them.
That's dope.
Because my days can be long. Sometimes I control my time, and other times there's just so many things I have to do. I don't have a business partner. I am the sole owner of this company, and so it pulls me in a lot of different directions. But yeah, and being a wife, I still feel like I'm a newlywed. I've been married for 7 years.
Really?
7.
That time about fast. That means your baby is like not a baby anymore.
Right? Yeah. My first baby is 14. So yeah, she's definitely not a baby. Then my kids are 14, 8, and 4. And so they're all kind of doing different things. It's that balance that I continue trying to get, where I have, and I feel like there's enough hours in the day to do everything, to really be like, I have these images in my mind of like, I used to think like, I should be a Pinterest mom. I should be outside doing sidewalk shop with my kids and doing obstacle courses in my house and stuff. And truly, I'm not a Pinterest mom. I'm more, someone told me I'm more.
Did you say Pinterest? Did you say Pinterest? I can't.
Those moms that you gotta get, we gotta get that off Pinterest. This is what I've been doing. We made Play-Doh today and air clay or whatever. I'm not that. I cook with my kids. We love playing games. But I realize that the type of mom that I'm going to be is the type of keeps them out of what I had to endure as a employee. And I will have, my kids will be trust fund babies, and they will be, I'll have freedom. We can go on vacation. I don't need to take time off. I can pick them up from school. They can take on more obligations or do whatever it is that they love. They won't have to work through college like I did. But I'm a flexible parent where, they see me work really, really hard, but if they need me also, to take them to their things and get them dropped off. And we host lots of parties. My girls love to have sleepovers, and friends love to come over. I want them to eventually, soon, I'm working my way to a place where they understand that they can have freedom in this life, like real freedom over their time, over their finances, and I want them to be able to see how hard I've worked, and then also, before they grow up, see how hard we can go out and play, and see our, where we can go and how many times a year we can vacation together and things like that. My kids are really good kids.
They're beautiful.
They work hard. They make it easy for me. Thank you. They really do make it easy for me. They're smart. They're good at school. They're well behaved, and they're kids, obviously, but they make it really easy for me to be a mother and also hold on to something that I've had as mine. My career has been mine since before I had children.
Right.
And my family really supports me to be able to be the type of woman that really can have it all.
Yeah. Well, you're doing great. You are doing great. And this is beautiful. So that was a very natural transition into how can people find you and your services?
Behaviorgenius.com for services or jobs. If you need a job, we do have entry-level positions that
Trust
we're
me.
always hiring for. Behavior Genius.
I was looking. I said, "Ooh, what can I do in here?"
Yeah, yeah. We're growing and expanding so quickly. We are always hiring. Geniusoperations.com for if you're building your own business and you're interested in operations. Also, if you're interested in attending our retreat, there are free downloads. We build workflows. I don't do coaching, but I do build workflows for people who are in business, so that they don't have to do them themselves. Standard operating procedures, trainings, implementation plans, things like that for process improvement. And I spend most of my time at Behavior Genius, at Miss Portia, or at Genius Operations on Instagram. That's where you'll actually be able to connect with me directly.
Okay. Well, that is awesome. I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview with me. And anybody watching, if you want to be interviewed, you can just contact me at jollyvlalaz93@yahoo.com. And that concludes this interview. You want to take some pictures?